Sam's open house. We're very late, so hopefully we can still get in and park, but yeah, we'll find out when we get there. So check this out. Line goes all the way in there. It goes way back there and over there. But this guy behind us in the Ranger, real MVP, none of these people let me in. He let me in. Shout out to the guy in the Ranger. If you're watching this, thank you for being nice and letting me in. We made it out. We got the car unloaded and parked. It's been real busy. Just, you know, a lot of people saying hi to everybody. So I haven't really filmed anything, but we got the scoot. So we're gonna go scoot around and check out some of these cars. Freaking scoot life. It's kind of hard to scoot with one hand. Oh, it's sketchy. All right, slow down some here. There's a cool A86. Oh, right-hand drive. 11 front. Dope car. R31. Nice S13 coupe. Laurel. How's it going? Oh, Safiro. That's way cooler than my Safiro. No. It's way cooler, dude. That thing's way nicer. It's got the same wheels too. Look at that. E36. Oh, we're gonna make it up the hill. Oh, we're losing speed. Everyone heard two-step and it's running. Two-step. Marco, what do you think about that? Oh, there goes Marco.
It's the Taylor Ray.
How's it going? I can't throttle the scoot with my left hand. Ethan, where are we going? What are we doing?
You gotta ride it for 8 seconds.
It's only 8 seconds?
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
We're going to ride the mechanical bull. I guess we all have to do it.
Hey, Mom? Mom? Mom?
Hey, get over here!
Are you doing? Do you know about this competition?
Yeah, I don't want to lose because
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know there was stakes.
I had to pee really bad, so that might be the bad times.
In the dunk tank. Wish me luck, dude. I just did it and it was hard.
Hey, everybody,
Yo,
calm
you have
down.
jeans? Jeans are way harder. You should
Move forward. There you go.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, it's literally
One hand only, one hand. Watch that hand.
17.
Oh! What is it?
22.
God damn it!
Poor showman, dude.
No! Miss!
Don't hit Master Chief.
Miss! Oh! All right. All right, stand back.
Oh! He said he wasn't gonna miss and he didn't miss.
Again.
All right, well, it is about 1 a.m. and I'm getting the Subaru ready for tomorrow for the rally day. I got back from Cletus's place, the drag strip, and needed to put these wheels on. So luckily, Ben went ahead and got the tires mounted for me. These are some nice Koenig Hypergrams like I used to have on the Miata. I love these wheels. I've been itching to run them on something again, and the Subaru is a perfect fit. But I went a little aggressive on the sizing, so yeah, it's 1 in the morning and we're about to be rolling fenders. So hopefully I can knock this out quick. I'm not going to go too crazy, just enough to, you know, keep it from being a problem. Man, dude, that looks so sick. Oh, I like the way this car looked on stock wheels. So I was like, man, as soon as I get some nice looking wheels on here, it is going to be a game changer. And it is, dude. Look at that. Looks so much better. 100 times better. So we need to lower the front some. The rear could be okay. Might need to lower it, but the offset is like a little aggressive. I rolled the fenders with a hammer because the fender roller, I'd have to unbolt the suspension and drop it down for it to work. I don't know what'll happen. It might be enough, just enough, but you know, I don't know. It really needs like 2 degrees of camber and it would be perfect. So, but for now, we're just gonna try it out. And if we have any issues, we'll try to resolve them at the track. But I'm tired, it's late. I feel bad making all this noise. See you guys in the morning. We're gonna go rip this thing. All right, we made it out to the firm for the Subaru's first track day. Probably gonna have some rubbing issues, but man, it blows my mind how much better this thing looks with these wheels. Oh, I love it so much. It just looks, oh, I'm so super happy with it. I'm so happy it's tuned. We got good tires on it. We got wheels on it. The car doesn't have sway bars. The previous owner took them out. And, you know, we don't have good brakes. We got like stock brakes with like stock pads and rotors and stuff. So it's probably not going to be great on the track, but it'll be a fun shakedown to kind of feel the car out and I'm just a little nervous because, you know, I've only really street driven the car and I feel like there's still bugs to work out. So I'm hoping it goes smoothly, but gonna let her warm up, get it teched, and then go rip. Alrighty, it's gonna be first time out in the soups. I'm gonna, I don't know, see what happens, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, the car is definitely not, you know, like track day prepped in any way. Besides tires and coilovers, definitely gonna need a lot more work to be like a competent track car. But I figure why not at least kind of see how it does on track and see where we need to improve. It's running really lean. I don't know if my wideband's just not reading right or what. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. It's like pegged lean. Okay, after some playing around, looking at what the factory AFR sensor's saying and the way the car is running, I talked to Stu, who tuned it, and tried to get his input, you know, because I'm like, he's gonna know better than I would or anyone. Consensus is it's most likely a bad sensor. The only problem is if it's not a bad sensor, it's a big gamble, because if it's really running lean, it's bad news. But there's no way, because like right now it says it's full lean, you know, and if it was really running that lean, it would be running, I feel like it would be running like crap. The hood latch is finicky on this thing, and it popped up, so I didn't want to risk the hood opening, so I gotta fix that. All right, going back out, I will say there's definitely like a boost leak or something down low, because it's like it'll make like 10 pounds and then kind of like chill there, and then at like 5,000 RPM it'll spike to a lot more than 10 pounds, like 18, what it should be. I think it's because I have a boost leak or something. God, this thing is fun, man. Definitely needs brakes, though. The brakes are not very good. Brakes are not good. You can smell them. Oh wow, they're cooking. We're rubbing on the outside there. brakes are not good. God, this is fun, man! Woo! This thing it doesn't even have sway bars and it feels so good. I have to brake early for pretty much everything because I don't trust the brakes. I need to come in and apex this and go a lot faster through there. Breaking up a little bit now. That was so fun though. I'm just terrified of breaking this car. It's the one thing I dislike about it. It's just like, I know how finicky these Subarus are, so I'm like, oh man, did I just blow it up just now? Like, is it okay? I was watching their fuels though. I mean, at least as much as I could see them. They seemed to be fine. Temps were staying cool. It's a nice cool day out, but I mean, we were driving it hard. We got no knock detected. So, I think we're okay, I hope. Alrighty, update on the day. I was having too much fun to really even film much, but car even completely not set up at all. Not even not set up well. Like, it's not aligned, no sway bars at all, stock brakes, you know, so it's very far from being well set up, and it's still like everything I hoped and dreamed it would be fun-wise. Like, it feels so fun throwing this thing around on the track. A couple of things besides the suspension is I definitely would like to put aftermarket wheel on it. I might put one of my winning Lone Star ones on it just because be a good car to use it on. But I mean, it's still so fun the way the all-wheel drive just like digs out of the corners, and it's a blast. So I'm really excited to dial this car in more and kind of get it sorted out. However, after ripping towards the end there, it started running a little funny and I was a little concerned. And I found the flex joint on basically my up pipe from the headers going up to the turbo is completely blown out. So basically that's why it's not making as much boost, and I think that's why it's a little bit laggier than it should be, because it's always been a little bit laggier than it should be. So, and that's probably heat soaking everything in here, and it's kind of a mess. So we'll replace that and see how she is. Might be way better. But I mean, we got to shake her down on the track, and for the minimal amount of prep work, like literally just wheels and tires, you know, she did good. She looks so sick too on the wheels and tires, man. I'm really falling more and more in love with this car. I love the way it drives. I like it so much. So it is a lot of fun. It's just a riot, man. The all-wheel drive on track, I've never experienced that driving, and it's just so cool how you can hook it into a turn and just throttle it, and worst case, like the whole car kind of slides, and it feels good. It doesn't have a lot of understeer, it doesn't have a lot of oversteer, like just feels very like composed, you know? So anyway, long story short, I had a blast ripping it around those few laps that I did. I had a blast hanging out. Okay, I just had to park the Subs over here with Adam's Evo. I've said it before, but Adam, riding in this car at the tail of the Dragon was 100% the inspiration to buy that car. I've wanted a GC for a long time, but never had much of a huge desire to get one. And riding this thing, feeling the all-wheel drive and power and how it pulled out of the corners, like I was like, man, I got to get something like that. And this was kind of perfect because they're basically the same year. It's just Subaru versus Mitsubishi, so it's kind of cool, you know. It's like the competitor to this thing back in the day, right? So anyway, I think that's really cool because since this has a WRX motor, it's like a JDM one, like an STI one. So it really is kind of like an apples to apples deal. So anyway, gets me hyped to see them together and see this thing on wheels, and I just can't wait to get her painted and suspension dialed, and so exciting, so exciting. So happy to finally get this thing on track. We had some little issues, but honestly can't expect anything else from a first track day, so I'm super happy with it. And we've had scoots this whole time, which has been pretty sick, dude. Scoots are dope. Man, oh man, what a crazy few days. The old truck probably did about at least 1,000, 1,500 miles in the past 4 days. The old regular cab short bed Chevy, this thing is such a trooper. It does so good with that 6-liter and the 480. After drag racing, I am like so much more amped to turbo this, but we're starting on the Fummins build, so well, that'll have to wait until after. But anyway, really, I love this truck and it's been doing me good. Knock on wood, that even rhymes. Subaru. Killed it. It felt absolutely fantastic. It was a lot of fun. We got that issue. I'm about to pull it over to the shop right now so I can measure. I was gonna buy a whole new like header to turbo setup, and then I'm like, dude, I can just cut the thing off and weld a new flex joint in there, and then while I'm at it, I'm gonna add another flex joint and add a muffler. Should sound better. So let's pull it over to the shop. The shop is also a disaster. I got all my wheels in here I need to dismount. Ben's car is getting ready for us to put the engine in, so he's got parts. I got Subaru parts. Yeah, it's a mess. So we need to clean the shop up, but Miata, the old girl, I'm not even mad at her for blowing the diff out at the drag strip because, you know, that's not what this car was meant to do. And for what it was meant to do, the drift day, I mean, this thing performed so good. You know, I drove the crap out of this thing. Other people drove the crap out of it. You know, it didn't skip a beat. I'm so happy with how dialed this car has gotten as far as that goes. You know, it just beat the crap out of it. I forget to even check the temp because it never runs hot. It never, knock on wood again. I shouldn't say all this stuff, but I'm just excited. I'm really happy, despite the fact that right now we have the two vehicles we ripped are broken. I'm not even mad because I'm so happy with them. They've both come a long way. The Miata's been doing great. The Subaru is drastic improvement. So I don't know. This is a long-winded way of saying it was an awesome freaking few days, man. It was so cool being able to see everybody and hang out with everybody that, you know, you cross paths with us on the internet. You know, some people I hang out with otherwise, you know, for the most part, not people you get to see all together at once. And, you know, I was just like, instead of hustling and trying to get videos up every night and being exhausted and not having fun because I'm worried about getting home and editing and stuff, I just enjoyed it. And I said, I'll edit them when I get home, when it's all over. And I have my fun. I had an absolute blast. I had so much fun this week. I mean, it was incredible. It was so action-packed, so much fun stuff. Every time, every day, everything we did was a blast. So, I just can't, you know, I can't get over it. It was an awesome time. But anyway, like I said, long-winded. I'm just excited. I had a blast. I can't wait to do more driving in every aspect. Drag racing, drifting, road racing, more building. You know, I don't know. It's been a car weekend and I'm not even sick of it. So that's going to be it for this video. Truck stuff coming soon. Fixing cars coming soon. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you then, right? Goodbye.